Alright, this is an in-service video on our new Pedi-Mat system we're getting. They are taking place of our car seats. It's a pediatric restraint system. It's going to be stored in our patient compartment underneath our bench seat next to our cot. Okay. We're going to be using our whole cot system to secure this. Okay. These are good for anyone from 10 pounds to 90 pounds, and they are not to be used for anything with spinal immobilization. Okay. So once you take this out and you're ready to use this, you want to set your cot first. You want the head elevated when you're using this restraint system. So you're going to put the headrest up. We are not going to be using our old restraint system on our cot that we use for our patients. So you can unclip the top one. You're just going to lay it behind the back. You're not going to be using that buckle. So once you have your headrest set and that buckle out of the way, you have two Velcro straps to secure this closed. You're going to undo these. Okay? And you literally just unroll it. You're going to set it up on the cot like so. Looks very confusing right now, but we'll walk through the steps just make it a little bit easier to understand. So you're going to have 4 buckles that you need to secure prior to putting your patient on it. To make it easier, we're going to work from the top down. Okay. First strap, which is already secured, this is your shoulder strap. This is what you'll be measuring the patient up to. You want his shoulders to be at the level of the strap. So you're going to loosen it up, and you're going to wrap it around the back. Clip it, but do not tighten it down. I want to show you, very important, that we do not wrap this buckle in front of the cylinder. You want it behind it. You're going to do this same step for the next strap we are securing. So working top down, our next strap is this one. Do the same thing. Secure it in the back. Leave it loose, because you're going to have to adjust this later. And we'll talk about adjustments a little bit later in this video. Okay. So now that we have our top secured, we're going to go to our bottom. Here you have 2 more buckles that you're going to need to secure. Very important that you secure these buckles around the frame of the cot and not the railing. You're going to do the same thing for the other side. I'm going to wrap this buckle around the frame and not the railing. And secure this. So now that we have our restraint system secured to the cot, we can now get it ready to place the patient on the Pedi-Mat. Okay. First, you're going to undo the strap from the chest strap. Now you're going to undo the chest clip. Loosen it up. And then you also have a groin buckle here. You're going to undo that, lay it out, to lay the shoulder straps out. Very important, like I said before, that this is going to be the shoulder buckle here. You want that patient's shoulders at that level. You want the second strap to be around his chest. So when we put our patient on here, we're going to size it up once you put him on there. You can see that this buckle is pretty well, even with the shoulders, so we don't need to make any adjustments. If he was taller, since we left these strip buckles loose and back, all we'd have to do is slide the system up once we get his shoulders measured, and then we would tighten down the 2 straps in back. So now this system is not going to slide anymore. Okay. First thing we're going to secure is this chest clip. Go under his arms, around his chest. Very important that when we tighten this up, we don't tighten it so tight that he can't breathe. So just leave it loose enough that he's able to breathe properly. Now we're going to put the chest straps over his shoulders, feed his arms through, and then you're going to feed the strap into this buckle here. Okay. Next step is going to be the groin strap. So lay this on his abdomen, and then you're going to secure the shoulder straps into the groin buckle here. Okay. At this point, he is still not ready to be transported. We need to tighten this up and secure him properly. And the way you do that is through these two straps on each side of his hips. You work at one side at a time. So I'm going to start on his right side. As I pull this tight, you can see this is one strap here, so it's going to tighten his shoulders and by his legs. So once I feel that it's tight enough, I'm going to work to the other side until I feel he's secured. Once I do that, I just want to double check and make sure that this chest clip is perfectly in line with this black chest strap. Okay. If you still have any slack left out in that system, you can adjust it at the groin and pull a little bit of tension on that. Now this patient's ready to be transported. Okay. Once you get to the hospital, all you need to do is undo that groin strap, lay it out. You're going to undo the chest clip. Now he's free to go. You're going to turn him over to the ER staff. Okay. So now putting this thing away, it's very simple. But let's just be kind to the next guys that use it. We're going to put all of our straps and clips back together. Okay. So I'm going to do the chest strap. I'm going to feed the shoulder straps into the clip. I'm going to take the groin strap. I'm going to buckle those back in. Okay. So any buckle that is undone, just buckle it back up before you roll this thing back up. Okay, I'm going to do the one from the back. Loosen it up, secure it. Secure this one. Then you just need to lay it on your cot, fold the legs in, and you work from feet up. You're going to roll it up. And you're secured back up with the Velcro straps. Store it underneath the bench sheet and you're good to go.